Hello and welcome to this lecture of the course. In this lecture I'm going to demonstrate live trading with algo trading, meaning using EA or expert advisor or a robot in order to trade in this specific currency pair, meaning the euro versus euro dollar. In a way, it's like starting from the end of the story, because there are certain actions that you need to take and certain preparations that you need to make in order to reach this situation that you could be able to launch your robot as easily as I'm going to show you. But I prefer it this way. I think that that would make the whole idea, the whole notion of algo trading, which sounds a bit abstract, it would turn it a bit more tangible. So I can discuss algo trading and EA from today until tomorrow, but nothing like showcasing a real algo in action. And this is what I'm going to show you right now. So let's say that I'm currently want to run this specific robot, which is called GTR 4.1 version G. Okay, I would like to run this robot on this currency pair euro versus euro dollar. Okay, the procedure goes like this. First, I locate the position of this specific robot in the whole list that I have here under the expert advisor. This is all in the navigator. And then I'm simply dragging this robot on the chart that I would like this robot to trade with. And here, this screen, this window is opened. This is the name of the algo, the specific robot that I'm going to run. The copyright by Algoness. Common, there are certain parameters that I need to check, which I already did. And there is the inputs. The inputs is a unique concept that is implemented with this specific robot, the GTR series of robots. It means that the configuration, the parameters, are not built into the robot itself, but the robot gets the parameters, the operational parameters, from an external file which is called gtrinputs.ini. So this is a configuration file that includes a series of parameters that determine exactly every angle of the robot's operation. So now the only thing that I left to do is to click here, confirm, approve, OK, and here we go. See here, these lines were launched immediately, and you can see as the robot starting to open new orders. You see here in the terminal. Just a second ago, the terminal was empty, and here we go, we already have two orders, sell 0.01 lot and buy 0.01 lot. Okay, and this symbol, this smiley here with the name of the algo is the indication that everything is currently just fine. Everything goes just smoothly because this is a smiley. If it was the opposite smiley, it means that the robot currently has some malfunction. But gladly, this is not the situation. And while we speak, here is another trade, another buy order, which the robot just launched. Okay, this is like a thriller, so I'll let you watch this thriller for a few more seconds, and maybe we could see another order opened by the robot. Let's wait and see. You can see, by the way, that the total balance right now is almost break even, almost, which is nice under the circumstances, because otherwise it was probably here in a bigger minus because of the spread, the difference between the bid price and the ask price. Oh, here we go. And here's another trade, the sell, another trade. And this time it's with a bigger volume, not 0.01, but 0.02. And ooh, we have a lot new orders right now. All of them is in the sell. It's in the downwards direction. So it's 0.03. You can see it here. These congested lines is a series of orders that were just opened by the robot, by the GTR 4.1G. So I think that makes the whole process much more understandable and moreover more tangible. You can see here I don't do anything. The robot does all the work for me. The question, what would be the end of the story? Is it going to be profitable or not, and when, and what's the timetable, and why the robot opens these orders the way it does? These are all very important questions, but they are secondary at this time, because now we are focusing from the bird's eye. You want to understand the process. So, as you can see, launching a robot, the algo trading or expert advisor in the MetaTrader 4 is simply, well, walk in the park. I have here a whole list of robots. I just choose the currency pair that I would like to activate right now. I drag the robot file on the chart, and if everything goes well and all parameters and properties are set correctly, the robot starts working immediately, as you can see here, and there is no limit about the number of trades, number of orders that the robot can execute. You see already something like 12 orders were open since this robot was initiated. Okay, so now that you have a clear idea about how the robot works, let's go to the start of the story. That was, as I mentioned, this is the end of the story. Now we need to go in order and see the preliminary processes and preparations that we need to take in order to enable this situation, and the questions are crystal clear. Where these robots come from in the first place, and this GTR inputs, where it's located, what's the nature of the parameters, why the robot acts specifically like this, where is the algorithm in this robot, what makes you think that it's going to be profitable at the end of the day, and so on and so forth. So there are many open questions right now. And again, I would like to emphasize and re-emphasize, this is not a course about building and programming and developing robots from scratch. What I'm going to show you in this case, and this is a big and strong, huge message to you, that it's very easy to turn your forex trading expertise with a little help of these algo trading algorithms and robots in order to a global business. This is the major claim in this course, and I am going to prove it in the other lectures in this course. So in the next lecture we will keep tracking a bit about the whereabouts of this robot, but moreover we would like to start to see the process, how to launch a robot, what are the preparations, and how you set up all the software infrastructure that is required. And as you will see, this is really, it's far from being rocket science. It's much easier than to think, and that's the beauty about the whole process. So see you in the next lecture, and until then, just keep smiling.